Thank you for calling the Stanley Hotel, a historic and iconic landmark in beautiful Estes Park, Colorado. For reservations, press 1.
Thank you for calling the Stanley Hotel. This is how may I assist you?
Would you happen to know what room number we're staying in?
With this one, you either get 418 or you get 407.
The person we booked, through the hotel, I can't remember her name, said that we were going to stay in a room that had, a nanny and 2 kids in it.
So it's kind of a toss-up as to which one you get. So you either get the nanny that has this thing about tucking people in, she'll take on and off the covers, that sort of thing. Or you get the children's room where you get the disembodied giggling. They like to play pranks, that kind of stuff. So it's 2 separate rooms. You either get the nanny or you get the children's. Yeah. 407, that is going to be the nanny, and 418 is going to be the children's. So, if you have a preference as to which one you want, I can definitely put a note in your reservation.
Oh, well, I think we're both cool with just seeing whatever shakes out whenever we get there. I'm cool with either.
Hi, yes, hello, and welcome to the second channel. If you're new here, hi, my name is Ashley, but for today, I am Wendy Torrance because I'm taking you to the Stanley Hotel. Yes, it is indeed the hotel that The Shining was inspired by. It is one of the most haunted hotels in the nation. It's been covered by Sam and Colby, it's been covered by Ghost Adventures, Ghost Hunters, and today, well, this weekend actually, it's being covered by Awkward Ashley and Hubbin. So we're going to take you through the hotel together in this video, telling you fun facts, not so fun facts, and maybe even catch a ghost or two. Come on. Now, of course, the most iconic, not most iconic, but one of the most iconic scenes is the maze scene, where, of course, Jack Torrance dies at the end. You see Danny running from his own dad, covering his tracks in there. Fun fact, the Stanley actually never had a maze, and not to burst your bubble too early, Stanley Kubrick's Shining was not filmed at the Stanley. The miniseries was. But anyways, the Stanley Hotel, the real one, got so bombarded with, questions to put in a maze, they tried 3 different times. Now, this one was most recently put in 2015. The first 2 times failed because it turns out elk like to eat whatever trees they put in. So in 2015, they put in a whole bunch of junipers. They're going to grow really tall like pinchel trees, and elks don't like them. So now we can officially recreate the iconic maze scene. as soon as you walk in, you're gonna come up the grand staircase. And what's creepiest about this is they say that this is one of the places that has the most ghost activity. Why? Because we are surrounded by portals. If you're into ghosts, paranormal, you're not supposed to have mirrors facing each other because it's just a constant loop of reality, apparently. And anyways, when you look, you got 1, 2, 14 total in this space alone, including some mirrors in the hallway as well. So, you bet your buns we're going to be bringing the spirit box back here probably around midnight, but that's another video for another time. All these paintings are about and from people who have stayed here. Now, there are rumors that this woman right here, I got to do a little more research, she frequents this space right here, and she does not like that this has been transformed into a hotel. So right here is the room where the novel, The Shining, was thought up in his noggin. I am being a little more quiet because we found out earlier that someone is indeed staying at the Stephen King room. We were told on our tour that if you want to stay on Halloween or on Friday the 13th, they're already booked 6 years out. So, but if you don't know, Stephen King had writer's block. He came here right at the end of the season. They were only open for 4 months out of the year. Nobody was here. He woke up from a terrible nightmare about his son, went out on the balcony, smoked a cigarette, as all great writers do. And before he finished that cigarette, he had the beginning, middle, and end of the book, The Shining. And it happened right in this room. And it's reportedly the most haunted room in the hotel. When Stephen King got here, they were closing down for the winter. There were 6 people left in this hotel. 2 of them were Stephen King and his wife, and the other 4 were workers here. And they insisted that this place function like a normal hotel while they were here. And this, at that time, was the dining room. And Stephen King and his wife, they had a table set up right in the center. Since they were closing down, all the other tables were stacked with chairs on top all around. And that right there is where Stephen King and his wife sat for the night, where they were the only 2 left in the Stanley Hotel. This was also in the miniseries where the never-ending party took place. Stephen King did build a secondary stage like in front of this in the miniseries, but this is where the never-ending party takes place in the miniseries. in here is the billiards room. And where that horse statue is, that's the original bar back. That is where Stephen King, when he was here, there was one bartender out of the 6 people here, one bartender, and his name was Grady. And so Stephen King sat in here and had drinks with Grady when it was just him after the nightmare. So we're staying in a spirited room. Reports on the 4th floor are that little kids running up and down the hallways and tickling your feet and messing with your covers. There's also a nanny on the 4th floor. There's the Herberdasher suite, who is supposed to be haunted by an Irishman who has a thing for women and has been known to touch the back of women's necks, play with their hair. It's currently getting cleaned right now, so I'm whispering just in case they're in there. But this is the Cowboy Suite. If you're here because you're into spooky stuff, then you probably saw Sam and Colby when they stayed here. They got the Cowboy Suite. They caught some really cool stuff. Not that they need my shout out or anything, but this is where they stayed, and this is where the cowboy can be seen at the foot of your bed or give you little forehead kisses. If I had to choose between a cowboy that gives me forehead kisses, an Irishman that touches my neck, or kids that tickle my feet, I'm actually gonna pick a kid on this one. Now, okay, we're given the Stanley tour. I'm gonna tell you more facts about it. Now, if you're really interested in the ghost part, well, that's the next video. I am going to go ghost hunting on the most haunted floor in a haunted room in the most haunted hotel in America. So I guess you're just gonna have to like and subscribe. Whether you believe in spirits or not, this hotel has been around for over 100 years. It smells old. It looks old. It is so neat to see and to be physically where you see all the hauntings, ghost adventures, ghost hunters be. It's so cool to actually be like in the same area and think, you know, if there is something on the other side of this, I could see it myself. The wig is itchy. I am very sweaty, so I'm gonna put on some normal clothes to enjoy the rest of my day and take you around the rest of the property of the Stanley Hotel. Hey MTV, and welcome to my crib. So this is actually a spirited room on the 4th floor. Like I've told you many times, this is room 418, and it smells old as hell in here. Small as hell in here. Literally, when we first walked in, I looked at Hub and I was like, this reminds me of Salem, because if you've seen the Salem vlog, then you've seen how small that room was that we stayed. It's literally enough room for a dresser, a bed, a questionable chair, and then a window unit, which me and Hubban love to sleep freezing. So there's that. But we have some beautiful pictures of these Victorian women to remind us that on the 4th floor, we have children running the halls, tickling your feet. We have a nanny that runs these halls as well. There are reports that she will tuck you in at night. We haven't experienced that yet, but we still got a couple more days here at the Stanley. Look at them women. They really walking up there. They said, hey, Beatrice, you want a weekend away from our husbands? And old Annette, she said, yeah, my husband he is not doing it. And then she looked at the other one and said, B, why you bring your fucking dog? This is the closet. There are rumors. The lore is that the kids love to play hide and seek in the closets on the 4th floor. So we might hear some knocking throughout the night in the closet. I don't know. If the closet's a knocking, no. Then in here we got the bathroom, gorgeous. We got the Rocky Mountain National Park to remind us where we're at. We got We got the shitter. We got a mirror, copper bowl, the shower. Oop. You're probably wondering, where did Wendy go? On the clothes hanger. On the clothes hanger in the bathroom. That's where Wendy went. Looking like Lurch over here in the corner. This is room 418, a spirited room at the Stanley Hotel. And I hope you like, subscribe, and stick around because I will be in pitch black with a night vision camera using a spirit box to talk to a nanny, the kids, the cowboy, the Irishman, whoever wants to show up. But also when it comes to the main channel, I'm going to be watching the Casper the Friendly Ghost. But in night vision, I'll be watching the movie 1408 right here in the Stanley Hotel in room 418. So I hope you like, subscribe, stick around, take your meds, drink your water, and I'll see you for some ghost hunting. Bye. No, you're not a dumbass. You are not a dumbass. Expert level steps that you just fucking did. Expert level. I mean, we got a big old TV. I don't really think any of the ghosts be watching that, but it do be like that.
Kind of a bummer that like the nearest Taco Bell's an hour away. Tell me a Crunchwrap Supreme at 1:45 in the morning would not be bitchin'.
I would give anything for like that light to go out or something. Because we do be shitting. The ghost tour, I reckon, is the one that goes on at night.
Correct, yes. Mm-hmm.
Fun fact, flyover again. This is the billiards room, billiards, however. Shut the fuck up. I swear to God, I'll shit my pants. Actually, F.O. Stanley loved dogs.
Do you feel different standing here?
I'm sweaty. I need to make a little reel out here. If you ever try to get my attention and I look, like stiff-necked, I'm not annoyed. I'm just trying to keep the ponytail in.